What up? What up? Back again. Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? Good morning. We back again, y'all. We back. What's the word? What's the business? Another hump day in the middle of the week. It just don't mean you should be humping. It's the middle of the week. How y'all doing this morning? The week been going very fine. It's been going well. Other than that, y'all already know how I do. I'm still waking up. No matter how much rest I get, I don't start waking up till I hit that live button. But we back at it again. You should already know that. What's up, family? Salute to the Fun No Fame Mafia. Y'all already know. All right, we got some things we got to talk about today. Good morning, Juice. Juicy from the Juice Show. Good morning, Jeanette. My boy Net Stars from the West Coast. Zingard, my man John Shaft. That's right, John Shaft. We winning. Yeah, American Links. What's up, bro? Y'all already know. Y'all should know the family by now. ABGBK all day. Y'all should already know. ABG stands for anybody get it. An infamous Brownsville slogan. All right, black flag. Understand that. All right. Kenya Range from the West Coast. We got all coasts. We got all, you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of everybody in here. We are worldwide over here. Rondell, what's up, Queen? Good morning. Born Majestic. Peace to the gods. Yo, we about to get into it today. You already know I'm going to heat up. This is the stove. And I'm about to cook up the work. All right. We got a few things to talk about today. All right. Man, I'm telling you. I'm going to be talking about J.PRINCE. How J.PRINCE, he has something to say about WACK 100. You know, I got to give my opinion. Like I said, everybody got an opinion. Now y'all going to hear my opinion. J.PRINCE spoke on WACK 100. I told y'all about WACK 100, but nobody listened to me because I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a small fry. But everything I say out my mouth, people that know, that listen to me, they know what I be saying be facts. And always going to come to pass. You know why? Because I don't just be talking. I don't be acting like I don't see stuff. And I don't be acting retarded. I know what I see when I see it. But anyway, J.PRINCE has something to say about WACK 100. And we're going to get into that because that man spoke facts. And like I said, some of y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. Also, I'm going to be talking about the piece of ish mother that gave her daughter away in marriage. Her daughter was 13, and she gave her daughter to a man that was 47 years old. And you know, the other day, we was just talking about it, and I was speaking on how some mothers actually be selling their kids out. More proof. Facts. See, this is a deep truth, dark truth that people don't want to comprehend or understand. But some parents sell their kids out. I already told y'all this the other day. I'm not going to just keep repeating myself because the people that hear, they like, yo, fam, you said that the other day. You said that But people always pulling up, so I got to keep repeating stuff because some people don't hear because they listen slow. And there's some people, they new to the channel. But everything I speak on, it plays out. I'm not no futuristic person. I'm not special. It's just that you can't put a fast one on me. And a lot of mothers sell out their kids. So this woman in Texas gave her daughter away to a man that was 47. And her daughter was 13. And this woman is facing 30 years in jail. And that's good for her. We're going to talk about that. We also going to talk about VIVICAFOX has something to say about KevinSamuels. Some of y'all already heard. She said that his death was karma. A lot of people don't like that. I had people coming at my neck about KevinSamuels. I'm trying to tell y'all, when y'all come at me about celebrities and these people, I just laugh at y'all. I seriously laugh and I say, this is a weirdo. Y'all be acting like y'all know these people. Y'all be acting like they are family members. Only person, like if a family member ever come at me and get mad, I can accept that. But when a fan be getting mad, like they know these people, all I do is bust out laughing. That's all I do. And I say, that's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But VIVICAFOX says KevinSamuels' death was karma. Now, I'm not going to go that far. That is a deep statement. I'm not going to go that far, but that's what she said. All right. Also, back with Young Thug. Y'all know he was indicted yesterday. They say that that boy Young Thug is facing 500 years. And they say that Gunna is facing 150 years. We're going to talk about that. Also, how they saying that Young Thug allegedly put a hit on YFNLUCCI in jail. And I'm going to get into that. And I'm going to prove, well, I'm not going to say I'm going to prove it. In my opinion, YFNLUCCI is the one that's telling, and YFNLUCCI might be the one that got them indicted a little bit faster. Because YFNLUCCI, he happens to go to court tomorrow. And he's in a Fed facing life. So he might be the one that told on the whole operation too. So we're going to get into that. Also, you know, according to the CDC, now y'all know the CDC. Y'all know the CDC. All right. They're the ones that give you the report on the C-19, things of that nature. But the CDC, they have coming out, you know, they came out, pardon me, and spoke about how firearm homicides during the pandemic hit the highest rates in 25 years. And it was due to the increase of gun deaths. CDC, I thought they just covered disease. Well, they got the numbers and they speaking on these deaths from firearms. And I just spoke on yesterday how a lot of deaths or gun violence increased during the pandemic. So which shows you all of this go hand in hand. I spoke on this yesterday. C-19 killing people, the gun violence turning up, killing people. I told you how the drill music increased in the pandemic. Now you see how these numbers, I'm just saying all of this stuff was a playing field. That's my opinion. But the thing about, they said it hit the highest death rates from gun violence in 25 years. But the thing they said that this is mainly Black and Indian kids. They said the numbers went up for Black kids and Indian kids. Some people say they're the same people. Either way, the numbers went up for melanated people, period. And we're going to get into that. Also, on a good note of things, Dr. Dre donated $10 million to a Compton high school. You dig? He donated $10 million to education. So I'm not going to frown on that. That's a good thing. And I know some of y'all going to say that's a tax write-off. We know that, but I'm saying at least that man gave $10 million to a high school. All right? So we're going to talk about that. What else? Man, also what? Diddy is making a demand. He made a demand that he wants Travis Scott to perform at the Billboard Music Award. And I'm going to get into why he co-signing Travis Scott so hard, in my opinion. I'm going to get into that. Other than that, it's the For No Fame Live episode 171. Salute to everybody for pulling up. Salute to everybody that's catching the replay. If you don't know how to do, well, you should already know. Let's go. A lot of weirdos out here, a lot of weird stuff going on. But we gotta talk about it. I don't even know where to start first today. Let me start with J.PRINCE. Let me start with the big homie. J.PRINCE is one of the last of the Mohicans. He's one of the last of the real OGs. He's one of the last. That's my opinion. J.PRINCE been doing this thing since I was a teenager, since I was a young boy. He's still holding it down, staying solid. He's not changing nothing. He's sticking to the script. Now, J.PRINCE has speaking on WACK100. And there's some details within this story that I did not know, but it made a lot of sense and it put a light bulb on in my head. Now, J.PRINCE spoke on WACK100. And he said that WACK100 is a dude that will kiss a rat in the mouth. He's talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. All right. He said basically a dude that will kiss a rat in the mouth is capable of anything, J.PRINCE says. And he also said WACK is working against him when it comes to his fight for Larry Hoover's freedom. According to J.PRINCE, WACK100 is trying to undermine the work he's trying to do to get Larry Hoover home. He said that WACK100 and a lady by the name of Karen Chapman has taken position to work against the Hoover family, trying to monetize off his name. He said WACK is a lying ass you know what. And this is nothing new. You see that? So we're going to talk about this real quick. I told a lot of these dudes, I ain't tell nobody nothing exclusive. They already knew. But I'm going to show you how dudes be seeing stuff and they act like they don't know. Because a lot of these dudes will sell out for anything. And all you got to do is show a little. I'm telling you, you got dudes that are hop on a man nut so fast. But my point is this, man. I understand it's entertainment, man. You do what you do. See, I'm not dissing. I'm not knocking nobody. But we got to be real. And this is my opinion. All right. Dudes be picking and choosing who's this and who's that. A lot of dudes claim to be stand-up solid dudes. They claim to be thorough. They claim to be from a certain cloth. But a lot of y'all dudes, y'all ran the Clubhouse. A lot of y'all still be on Clubhouse. I seen dudes going back and forth, back and forth. And you're supposed to already know about WACK100 by now. If you don't know that by now, you know something in your chest. I told you something about that man ain't right. I'm talking about a lot of y'all. Yeah, I know this. I'm going to say it again. Months ago, I made a video about 8 months ago that WACK100 is a troll. He just a gangster troll. He talks gangster. He talk gangster talk on Pyru, but all he do is troll people. He's very disrespectful. He told East Coast dudes to their face he don't respect East Coast gangbanging. Then out of everything that happened, for those that know what Tekashi 6ix9ine did to those men, everybody tried to make an excuse on why Tekashi did it. And then when WACK100 sat down with him, which I told people when they first sat down, I made a video on the whole situation. And I told people what he was doing. Nobody listened. So my point is, he sat down with a dude that's testified against the gang he was running with. But okay, it's entertainment. Yeah, he said it's business. Okay, we're going to say that's business. All right, boom. But a lot of people that claim to be gangsters and against telling, they ran over there to Clubhouse. They ain't just go to Clubhouse. No, they ran to Clubhouse. And they went and started rooms. See, police carry billy clubs. And a lot of y'all was on that platform when y'all was in the house. So that's why a lot of y'all was on Clubhouse. You dig? And you wanted to be down. So you went over there and you became, I guess, cool with a nigga that still didn't justify who is that man in that police uniform. Now, I'm not trying to slander that man. I'm being real. I didn't hear too many niggas that was G and said, yo, bro, what's up with this uniform? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to tell you, dudes do stuff right in your face. Nobody still has held that man accountable for having on that police uniform. But I'm not going to diss WACK because WACK being himself. But J.PRINCE said WACK100 been kissing a rat in the mouth. So obviously J.PRINCE know what time it is, because we got to go back into J.PRINCE history, which we will when we know about how him, Suge Knight, and Irv Gotti tried to start their own distribution company, and next thing you know, the feds rushed all of their offices. And we know it was people in the game that told on them. We done heard WACK100 say foul things about Suge Knight while he locked up. We done heard this man say foul things about Tupac. We done heard this man say foul things about Nipsey. All this man does is slander. And just so happened, he likes to slander dudes that are upright. But a lot of y'all took the bait and y'all ran over there and y'all co-signed him. And y'all number one slogan is, hey, yo, WACK, hey, yo, WACK, hey, yo, WACK. See? But y'all real niggas. Y'all thorough. Y'all official. See that? No. You got to be official with you got to be the same with everybody. Don't try to go hard on a peon and then, you know, you run up under this nigga because he got money. And y'all know money don't make a nigga real. But y'all know this man said foul stuff. But guess what? Some of y'all learned the hard way. And that's why some of y'all ran back. Y'all ran from Clubhouse and y'all left because y'all peep game. That man is a fraud. And it's my opinion. But I got to speak what it is since nobody else ain't going to say nothing. That man is a fraud. What part don't you understand? How is a real nigga going to see that whole thing with niggas is going on paperwork campaigns and calling this nigga snitch and that nigga snitch? That was just that nigga way of trying to co-sign 6ix9ine. See, that nigga over there snitch, they snitches. So it's, you know, then niggas want to play with the civilian game and all that. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, J.PRINCE saying WACK100 likes to kiss rats in the mouth. But that's not the point. The number one thing he said is that he's been trying to undermine his works of trying to bring home Larry Hoover. Some people feel like Larry Hoover is locked up for something he didn't commit. Okay, maybe we're not talking about that. We know that Larry Hoover been changed his ways when they went from gangster disciples to growth and development. And he started teaching brothers how to get into politics and how to vote and do other things, campaigning. When it comes to the world of the streets, Larry Hoover's considered a king. And they know that he has a lot of power to what? Create influence amongst the people. So some people don't want him to come home. But J.PRINCE has been fighting for him to come home. You heard about the Drake and Kanye concert that they was trying to do to get J.PRINCE to come home. Pardon me, Larry Hoover to come home. J.PRINCE has been campaigning this, but he said WACK100 has been undermining this. Let's pay attention. Recently, a couple weeks ago, we seen WACK100 what? Bashing Larry Hoover. Bashing gangster disciples. See? Niggas gonna show you who they are. So out of all the people, why did he make it a point to keep trying to bash gangster disciples, bash Larry Hoover? Because, in my opinion, he's been trying to undermine J.PRINCE. And J.PRINCE ain't stupid. He just sit back and watch the whole thing unfold. And he said that WACK is a lying-ass nigga. And let's think about that. Now, J.PRINCE, we know he rich. But he's taking his celebrity power, trying to bring a man home that did over 30 years, been changed his ways, has powerful influence. And remember I told y'all, look, ain't no more leaders. No more leaders. Well, Larry Hoover is a leader. So some people feel like he's a political prisoner. And he's not, you know, they don't want to let him home because he has influence. So the question is, why does WACK 100, or why did WACK 100 spend so much energy trying to bash Larry Hoover and the Gangster Disciples? That's the question. All of a sudden, when J.PRINCE trying to get him home, WACK 100, he wants to bash Larry Hoover. Why? That's the question. And why there's so many people that claim to be gangster support WACK 100? That's the question. And I'm gonna ask you niggas a question. All you niggas that supported WACK 100, what did you get out of it? How much money did it put in your pocket? That's the question. Now, these are real questions. I'm not bashing them, I'm not dissing them, but we got to keep it solid. All of y'all that ran the clubhouse, some of y'all that's still on there, what did it benefit your pockets other than you able to take that content and upload it to YouTube? What did it do for your pockets? Because a lot of y'all started over here, y'all ran over there, you came back, you ran over there, you ran back and forth. Because you knew something wasn't right about that dude. You knew it, but you act like you ain't know. You act like you ain't see that this nigga was a fraud. That a lot of niggas did it. And these are the same niggas that claim to be the top gangsters. They call themselves exposing people. They everybody's a snitch and a rat, but nobody wants to expose WACK 100 with that police uniform. You see that? That's my whole point. Let's go back into that picture of WACK 100 with that police. See, a lot of people don't remember. He had beef with Gonzo. Rest in peace, Gonzo. And when he had a back and forth with Gonzo a couple years ago, Gonzo pulled that picture out. Gonzo got that picture on that boy. If it wasn't for Gonzo, his peoples putting that picture out on the internet, that police officer outfit, you see WACK in would have never came out. That credit goes to Gonzo. Gonzo used to run with Tupac and the Outlaws. All right. So when WACK was talking crazy about Tupac, Gonzo stepped up and corrected that man and checked that man. And they had a back and forth. And when WACK got out of pocket, Gonzo pulled that picture out of that police uniform. So Gonzo been trying to tell niggas about this man. But a lot of y'all ain't see it. So that's why WACK 100, when he disrespects the East Coast, basically what he was saying is, y'all niggas, y'all supposed to know who I am. Y'all supposed to be gangster, but y'all still deal with me. So therefore, y'all niggas are stupid. He said, look, my opinion, y'all niggas give me a pass. That's what make y'all niggas a pussy. I disrespected all y'all niggas. I disrespected all your big homies. And y'all still run over here to me. That's why I don't respect y'all. That's why he violate. See that? And that's why you'll see the main niggas that ran over there was East Coast niggas. It was more East Coast niggas over there than West Coast niggas. That's a fact. So this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing hard. This ain't mathematics. It's about what? Dudes stand on principles and morals. That's it. Y'all know y'all was selling out. Y'all know that man is a fraud. So why it take for J.PRINCE to say that man a fraud? Because J.PRINCE is one of the last stand-up dudes. J.PRINCE was in the room with Suge Knight when WACK was a nobody. Get it? When they all was trying to come together and get that distribution deal popping. So that up-and-coming artists didn't have to go through the other people. They can go through the black people. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to do something great for the people. But what happened? Murder Inc. got ran through with the feds. Herb got his brother ended up in court. Suge Knight in jail. See that? And J.PRINCE got ran down by the feds. So that's why J.PRINCE just lay low. Salute to the chat. I see y'all. We cooking this morning. All right. But we gotta be real. Now, like I say, man, sometimes, people get blinded. Sometimes people do make, poor decisions. Lack of the wrong, lack of the right judgment. We know nobody's perfect. But this man, Mr. WACK 100, because he's WACK and he's not 100, he showed you a million times who he was. He told you who he was. So when I first seen him sit down, I already knew what he was doing. I told you he wanted some of that New York money. Told niggas that's what he wanted. He sat down with him and academics that time because he wanted New York money. I told dudes that. Niggas probably thought I was hating and clout chasing. I told you that video That video probably got 500 views. It's on my channel. I told niggas. I gave niggas the formula to avoid all the stuff they went through. But what happened? How many East Coast brothers from the tri-state or down south, how many people from the East Coast did he disrespect? But then co-signs a rap, and on the other hand, so what is that telling you? He co-signs the rap because that rap works for law enforcement, and maybe he does too, and maybe his job is to protect him. Maybe that is his job. He's not just his manager, he's his protector, because maybe the higher ups said it was best for him to protect him, so maybe he can have some type of hip-hop career and they can make some money. It's all about the dollar. It's not about real, it's not about principles. That's why niggas gonna say it's entertainment. See, whenever I do some fuck shit, all I gotta do is say it's entertainment only. You know what I'm saying? I'm a civilian. See, he a civilian. See that? Niggas been playing with words, playing with all that. You know right from wrong. If we little kids and we playing outside and your brother, sister, cousin go in the house and tell, they're a tattleteller. Man, that's it. Ain't no ifs, ands about it. A tattleteller is a tattleteller. When they get older, we call tattleteller snitches. That's it. But my point is, J.PRINCE said that WACK 100 kissed rats in the mouth. So that means he's in the bed with rats. And maybe that ain't the only one. And maybe, you know, he's just on that type of time because he's working. So when we saw him with that uniform on, maybe he never left the department. Maybe all he did was just start throwing on regular clothes and screaming out Pyru. That's it. And that's his business. He's a businessman. My point is, y'all saw this man behavior, but you still ran over there. And you went over there every day for months straight. Every day y'all niggas is over there. And nobody, salute to the brothers that did check that man. But in the beginning, all y'all was jumping over there. So don't get mad at me, because I never went to Clubhouse. Not once. Not once. Only time I listened to it when some people uploaded it. Yeah, I did listen, but I ain't never go over there. That I don't know if it's an app, whatever it is, it ain't never touched my phone. So also salute to the bro that, you know what I'm saying, a while ago, the bro offered me to come over there. You dig? It ain't nothing personal. It's just that, yo, I don't rock with that nigga. I don't rock with that because I seen the whole play. I seen the whole play. And what happened? All he did was lure people to talk about street activity, street verification, all these street topics. At the same time, J.PRINCE said he kissing rats in the mouth. And not only that, he's been trying to undermine Larry Hoover coming home. Do y'all understand what that means? Y'all don't get that part. The only people that's against Larry Hoover is the government. And that man is not into he's not into crime. That man been cleaned his ways up. And if I'm not mistaken, Larry Hoover has been locked up for something that he didn't even do. But that's not the point. The point is he is a leader that can have influence on the street. So we understand if the government don't want him home, we understand that. But why WACK 100 don't want him home? Because he been slandering that man, slandering the gangster disciples. Even though GD stand for growth and development now, he want to slander them. He slandered Nipsey Hussle. He slandered Tupac. He slandered East Coast Bloods. He slandered a whole lot more. But guess what? Every dude that co-signed that dude is the same dude that'll sell out. A lot of you dudes is talking all tough. Online, you got a gangster persona in your voice. You so official. But none of y'all, a lot of y'all didn't even check that dude. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give a pat. Now, for the brothers that, really on civilian time, you know what I'm saying? And you went to Clubhouse to, big up your brand and deal with entertainment purposes. I'm not talking about y'all. Let me clarify that. You see, if you was really on some, just brand building and networking and just trying to do what you got to do, I salute to y'all. I'm talking about the ones that talk that gangster talk. I'm talking about y'all. Y'all ones that talk that gangster talk. Y'all was the main ones over there getting sunned. That son doula. Y'all was getting sunned by WACK. Like he was your big daddy. Like he was your big homie. And all you niggas said was your WACK, WACK, WACK. And what'd he do? Violate you. Somebody got to keep it solid. Y'all know better. A lot of y'all know y'all was raised better. But guess what? You want to pick and choose. See? Niggas will say, I'll pull a snitch, but niggas will be cool with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And even if you ain't cool with Tekashi 6ix9ine, if Tekashi never popped out, once you knew WACK was dealing with that man, you supposed to already knew that man was bad news. You did? Because he showed you a nigga that'll do anything for money. And of course he'll sell your ass out for the right price. That's it. But we ain't gonna waste time on WACK 100. I'm not wasting time on him. You know why? Because J.PRINCE said that WACK 100 is a nigga that will kiss a rat in the mouth. And he's capable of anything, and I agree. A nigga that'll co-sign a rat will do anything for the right price. So that's what J.PRINCE said. J.PRINCE is a stand-up dude. He's a real OG, and he's the big homie. And he one of the last that didn't sell out. And they sent the feds to that man years ago. That's really why he got low. Because he tried to do something for his people. And what happened? Nigga snitched on him. Him, Irv Gotti, and Suge Knight. Nigga snitched on him. And he ain't stupid. Who's to say WACK ain't get Suge caught up? Who's to say? Who's to say the whole time he wasn't with Death Row, he was being an op spying on niggas? Who's to say? Because they did say, according to many reports, that Death Row had feds up under them, amongst them. It was FBI agents, infiltrated Death Row. These are facts. So who's to say Mr. WACK wasn't playing one of those roles, allegedly? I'm just being real. I don't gotta sit here in front. I don't gotta sit here and be niggas' friend. I'm just keeping it real. I agree with J.PRINCE 100%. And he said the main thing he said is that WACK 100 is a liar. And if you don't know that man a liar, and you ain't hear that man contradict himself 1,000 times, then you just stupid. Because this man said that he is working against him when it comes to his fight for Larry Hoover. He's working against him. And he said that he's trying to undermine him and a woman named Karen. Do you know what undermine mean? Meaning he's doing little shenanigans, saying little slick stuff. And he said, and J.PRINCE said at the same time, he's trying to monetize this. So not only is he trying to stop Larry Hoover from coming home, he's trying to make money off it in the same process, which is the characteristics of a snake. And snakes can't be trusted. Some of y'all got bitten and you learn the hard way. But guess what? It's okay. You just learn from your mistakes. But this man is a fraud. And if you ask me, I'm trying to tell you, that little back and forth you see niggas doing, all that shit is fake. That shit is fake. That shit with him and Big U, man, that shit is fake. That's my opinion. Them niggas pulling shenanigans. Them niggas cool behind the scenes. When I heard a nigga talk about how they really got beef and fell out, man, that shit sound fake as hell. Niggas ain't got beef. Them niggas cool. But y'all don't understand the game. Y'all being finessed. Anyway, moving right along. Like I say, y'all take it how y'all want to take it. I don't got to sit here in front. I don't need no cosign. There ain't no nigga gonna do nothing for me. So what? Every nigga, I'm gonna ask you, every nigga that been in Clubhouse, ask yourself, are you straight financially? Did it really help you out? Now, I understand some of y'all did build y'all channel up of Clubhouse content. I get it. But what did it do for your brand? Did it take your brand to the next level? Or is your brand just known for being around fuckery? Because that nigga, Mr. WACK, he specializes in fuckery. You did? So did you really build your brand and prosper? Or did your brand just increase with fuckery? And how much money did it put in your bank account? And who's to say? What if he got a couple dollars for everybody that subscribed to that whole network? Who's to say? We don't know. Anyway, that's none of my business. I'm just saying, check yourself, Q. You got to do what you got to do. Y'all got to check yourself. And this a G check. Man, told you he don't got no respect for the East Coast. Nigga still went over there. Y'all niggas be selling out. Y'all sold out. That's why he violates. You know that. Once I told you, once a person pulls something on you, That's like a person smack you in the back of the head. You don't say nothing. Man, they're going to keep smacking you in the back of the head every chance they get. They smack you in the head, in the back of the head in the house. Now you go outside in public, they're going to smack you in the back of the head. You know why? Because you ain't checked their ass. Well, that's WACK 100. He been smacking you on the back of the head, and every chance he got, he takes shots at y'all in public. That's what he did. That's what he does. All right? It is what it is. Salute to y'all. Real niggas. He's a foul dude. But don't forget, the main thing J.PRINCE said is that WACK 100 is working against him, trying to bring home Larry Hoover. That's why you'll see he's been campaigning, disrespecting gangster disciples, anybody that stands with Hoover. He disrespected who? Kanye West. Kanye West been trying to work to get Hoover home. He disrespect many GDs and been getting paid off it. So J.PRINCE said that man is a rat and a liar. Or should I say, he said he kisses rats in the mouth. All right? And it's all alleged. Because I hear about when you hear him talking about, I'm going to take that. You hear him talking that talk. Yeah, I got connections. No, you don't. No, nigga, you work with them people. You are the people, nigga. Don't act like you got lawyers. No, no, no. No. Pull that on somebody else. Anyway, you're moving right along. This woman right here is a piece of shit. Let's talk about this piece of shit mother. Now, we had the conversation the other day. I told you it's mothers that are selling their own kids out. But this woman literally sold her kid out. Sold her kid. And she about to get 30 years. Why is she about to get 30 years? Because this woman let her 13-year-old daughter marry a 47-year-old man. And we know for a fact she did it for money. Now let's get into this story. And let's take a trip to this dark side and this piece of shit of a mother, because some of y'all don't believe how low people will go in the last day. Now, this woman got 30 years for allowing her 13-year-old daughter to endure sexual abuse by a 47-year-old man. And it was disguised as a normal part of a religious belief. Let's pause right there. What religious belief is they talking about that permits a man to marry a 13-year-old? I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna throw people under the bus. But y'all don't understand something. The key word is as a normal part of a religious belief. See, a religion is a belief. It's not a fact, it's a belief. Because religion was given to stupid men that don't know no better. And what I mean by that, back in the day, that human beings were so savage once upon a time, they needed a religion to stand upright. They were so filthy. They needed a religion to learn the ways. My point is this. When you hear thou shalt not kill, you're supposed to already know that. Honor thy mother and father. You don't need a book for that. But man was so savage back then, they needed these books. So I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm going to give you a little tip that some religions are dirty. And a lot of people that do dirty activity, they use that religion to shield their dirty ways. And I ain't got to say no names. Now check it. This woman is getting 30 years for allowing her 13-year-old daughter to endure sexual abuse by a 47-year-old man as a normal part of a religious belief. This woman's name is Cherry Payton, 43 years old. She is convicted of continuous sexual abuse of a young child, and she's getting 30 years. And she got, she got sentenced this past week. Now, in 2017, the victim admitted her daughter to the doctor. So basically, the mother and the so-called 47-year-old husband of the young girl, they all went to the doctor. The doctor the doctor basically said she was sexually active, all right? And when they was at the doctor, the mother and the husband was there. The 47-year-old man went to the hospital or to the doctor with the 13-year-old that was supposed to be his young wife. This is how stupid they are, all right? The mother said the couple was married with her consent of the marriage. And it was part of a religious belief. So in her mind, she thought she was going to get away with that. Because she sold her daughter to this man. I ain't stupid. I know how this works. You sold your daughter to the man. They had a so-called consensual marriage because you was eating off the deal. But y'all both had to go with the young girl to the doctor, and the doctor's office was on point. So when the mother said that the child was married with her consent over part of religious beliefs, they said, nah, we ain't going for that. So prosecutors discovered that Peyton, which is the mother, allowed the victim to be married for nearly a year before it even came to the attention of the authorities. They also had evidence of the mother also sexually abused the daughter. So we have the true story of Precious. This woman is Precious' mother because she abused her daughter first. So it was easy for her to give her daughter away because she already abused her own daughter. Now, if this is not the darkest, sickest stuff you ever heard, well, now you know how deep the depths of darkness of a mentally challenged, weird person can go. Because some people are sick, and you know I told you, everybody talk about what men do. No, you got women that rape too. You got women that turn out young girls. This ain't nothing new. They just get away with it. You have foul women that rape little boys and rape little girls. This is not a game. So the mother raped and violated, sexually abused her own 13-year-old child. Basically, she was breaking her and prepping her because she sold her into a marriage. We don't know if this man could have gave her $50,000. He could have offered her a price she couldn't refuse for her daughter, and she did it. And they was married for a whole year. A whole year. Now, prosecutors discovered that this woman, Cherry Payton, allowed the victim to be married for nearly a year before coming to the attention of the authorities. They had evidence the mother also abused the victim herself. You get it? Under the guise of a different religion. Using religion as a front. And we know this is a dirty religion they was using to perform these acts. All right? And this happened in Texas. Now, they say in Texas, the age to legally marry is 18, but there are certain exceptions for marriage with a 16-year-old. But they said the child has been adopted, and she has a strong adoptive family, and the whole new family of hers was in court holding her down, supporting this child. And, you know, they said that her adoptive parents, they say they show strong support to this young lady, more than her own parents, her own mother. That's why she's a piece of you-know-what. And she got 30 years. So we're going to clap for this woman getting 30 years. But the point is, I told y'all the other day, in my opinion, this is what goes on. A lot of mothers sell their kids out. They sell them. And then they act like they don't know what's going on. Some for drugs, some for personal gain, but it happens. It happens. So, you know, a lot of time we get on the deadbeat dads, we get on the fathers that do this, that, and the third, but you got some foul mothers out here too. So I've never heard nothing like this, not in America. Now, we know in other countries this happens every day. And they said all of this was under religious practices. And I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to offend nobody. But a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know who did the same exact behavior. 13. I just was talking about it on a Michael Jackson episode I did when I told you how KRS-One had a song called 13 and Good. Well, this woman believed in that same type of behavior, 13 and Good. Gave her 13-year-old daughter to a 47-year-old man, and I'm done with this sick-ass story. But this is what goes on because I told y'all we in a time of the unthinkable. We in the last day. When you see stuff like this, these are the signs that it's over. The mother, the nurturer and protector, no. The mother, the abuser, and the seller. And I told you no one's to be trusted. And even Biggie told you, your mom's to set that ass up properly gassed up. So the right person getting some people mother head and she'll flip on you and sell you out. These are facts. The same way some mothers that they used to let their sons sell drugs and take the money. Same thing. This ain't nothing new. Nothing new. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, back to the program. That woman is sick. Now let's get to Young Thug. We know Young Thug was arrested on indictment of 56 charges or 56 count indictment. We know that. Also, 28 other people is locked up too. They got locked up with him. Young Thug lawyer says that Young Thug committed no crimes and he will fight to the last drop of blood to clear him. That's what Young Thug lawyer said. Gunna's lawyer have not spoken out. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I know for a fact, Young Thug lawyer, he about to take all his money. He's gonna book him for all his money. He pump faking. You know why? Because guess what I told you? Sometimes your lawyers sell you out. And the reason why I say that, because Young Thug is facing 500 years. So out of the 500 years, we know for a fact he's going to get some of that time. We already know that. If you know anything about law, facing 500 years, I don't care if you're just going to do 5. You're going to do some time. You're going to do something. And we got to remember, this is a federal case. He's facing 500 years, and Gunna is facing 150 years on a 56 count indictment. So we know some of them counts are going to stick. A lot of them are going to stick. I don't care if 10 stick. They're going to stick. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure it's already people that have been telling on them and already told. And I told you they putting Young Thug as the big homie of the whole organization. And you see that picture right there, the nigga look weird. But that's their big homie. All right? But this is my point. YFNLUCCI, who's also facing life in jail, people forget that it was an attempt to take his life in jail. It was attempted murder on YFNLUCCI. I spoke about it. A lot of people spoke about it. It's in the back episodes. I follow all this stuff concurrent. He was under attack in jail for allegedly telling. And now, just so happened, Young Thug, everybody gets indicted. Who goes to court tomorrow? YFNLUCCI. So maybe, allegedly, YFNLUCCI is one of the main ones that was telling on Young Thug the whole time. Because the rapper Big Brisk that signed to Young Thug and them, the one that shot the cop 6 times, he is one of the ones accused in jail of trying to take out YFNLUCCI. And they said they got information on how, you know, some of Young Thug's homies that was locked up was trying to get an approval from Young Thug, basically to send a hit and get a green light on YFNLUCCI. And we know YFNLUCCI has been telling because he's scared for his life. So just so happened when he about to go to court, oh, the same dudes he had beef with, all of them got indicted. And YFNLUCCI goes to court tomorrow. So that's why I say, when you know law, all this stuff is self-explanatory. It's not hard to figure out. And for those that don't understand, right, they've been locking up the whole Atlanta. See, I peeped all of this. See, I'm trying to tell you, it's a pattern. You see how in New York City with the drill, all the rappers been getting locked up. They did the same thing in Chicago. You ain't see how all the rappers in Chicago that was popping, all of them started getting locked up and shot? Well, the same thing happened in Atlanta years ago. Well, all of them started getting locked up and shot. When Rollo got indicted for selling weed, all of them got locked up, was getting locked up back to back to back. Hood Rich, Pablo Juan, Gucci Man artists locked up. I told you all the Gucci Man artists locked up. Man, they've been locking up Atlanta rappers. That's how they shut down the Atlanta rap scene. Locked up all the Atlanta rappers. How they shut down the Chicago rap scene? Locked up all the Chicago rappers. I'm talking about the main key figures. Either they lock them up or they take them out. So we seen Atlanta get a nice run. We seen Chicago get a nice run. We just seen New York get a nice run. Now what happened? Locked all their ass up, and some of them got killed. Man, it's the same pattern. I told you, behind most of these rappers, it's indictments, either before or after. Man, I'm not gonna get into that again. But YFNLUCCI, he goes to court tomorrow. And just so happened the niggas he had beef with, all of them got indicted. Young Thug is facing 500 years. Gunna is facing 150. So, common sense, we know Young Thug might not be coming home, allegedly. But his lawyer is out here perpetrating a fraud, saying he gonna fight to the last drop of blood. You know you're gonna book this man. You know you're gonna take all the Young Thug money. You're gonna get as much money as you can out of this man, because guess what? I don't care who your lawyer is. It's hard to beat them fast when they're trying to give you 500 years. Now you might get that sentence reduced, but he ain't walking out because he got too many people telling on him that he been sending hits and investing bread. And guess what? Remember how this stuff worked. The same people that was under Young Thug are the same people that's telling on him. They're the same ones that already told the feds exactly what happened. So allegedly did YFNLUCCI, because they tried to kill him twice. And of course he's scared to death in jail. And I'm pretty sure he told, because he go to court tomorrow. He want that sentence reduced because he facing life. So there you have it. And meanwhile, Lil Tim that allegedly killed King Von, allegedly, he is free chilling right now. Man, this stuff is weird. I'm going to leave it alone because it's disgusting. I'm going to let them do them. That's why I got to love-hate with rap now. I got to love-hate with rap, man. It is what it is. Salute to my people that want to be rappers. All right, moving right along. Now we on this topic. I might as well go here. The CDC. The CDC, y'all already know, the Center for Disease Control, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it means, right? The ones that been giving you, that was over the whole C-19 situation with Dr. Fauci, and they've been telling you all the numbers of how many people been having C-19. Y'all don't see the reports no more on TV, right? Remember every day you were seeing the reports, the numbers, you were seeing the death toll. You don't see the number. All right, boom. The CDC was giving us all the numbers. So basically, the CDC has been giving us the numbers on the C-19. They recently gave us the numbers of 100,000 overdoses, and they said most of that was black people from fentanyl. Now, recently, the CDC has coming out, and they gave us the numbers, or should I say, they spoke on firearm homicides between 2019 and 2020 during the pandemic hit the highest rate in 25 years. The increase of gun deaths impacted by every demographic, meaning every city, every state, gun death has increased in America during the pandemic, which is common sense. And we already spoke about this. Everybody was counting the C-19 numbers. People wasn't counting the what? The overdose numbers. They wasn't counting the homicide numbers. They wasn't counting the vehicular homicide. My point is, it might be 1 million people that left the earth in the past 2 years. Some people feel like this was a form of population control. But guess what? This also was a thing, like I told y'all, called take yourself out. And we see a lot of people have taken themselves out in the past 2 years. Now, mind you, this is just 2019 to 2020. This ain't 2021, and we already at May in 2020. That's not even counting them numbers. But this is the key. They said during the pandemic, the highest rate in firearm homicides have taken place in the past 25 years. They say the increase of gun deaths impacted every demographic. The largest increase was amongst young males that are black. They say black and Indian, but some people feel like the Indians are black and the black are Indians, basically the natives. Key thing they said, the largest increase was amongst young black males. They said in the suburbs and in the cities. In the suburbs and in the hood. The other day, I was speaking about the whole thing, how even when blacks allegedly went to the suburbs, they made sure crime follow right behind your ass. Either way, kids in the suburbs dying, kids in the hood dying. And they just have, they put these labels on it. They said black. I'm not making this up. Out of all the numbers of the increase of deaths, they said the highest homicide deaths in 25 years just so happen to be black. All right. Y'all ain't hear the saying, cursed in the city as well as cursed in the country? Yeah, y'all, some of y'all don't know where that saying come from. Well, that's what this mean to me. And the CDC, the National Center for Injury Prevention and Control, they said that among blacks and Native American Indians, boys from the age of 10 to 24, deaths skyrocketed from firearms. They said that's a 21.6% times higher than white men and white boys. So basically, they sit and told you that blacks have been dying more than whites, period. Ages 10 to 24. So that's what? That's a future generation that's not going to be here. Keyword, 10 to 24 boys, men. That means ages 10 to 24, though they'll never grow up. Those are the ones not growing up to have no more kids. They're not growing up to spread no population. All right? They out of here. But this is according to the CDC. Central of Disease Control. We heard about control environments, control situation, control overdose epidemic. They came out saying the most amongst blacks, more to come. The C19 numbers, what they say, it was the most amongst blacks. Now they say all your kids are dying, most amongst blacks. See that? I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to add it up. You add it up. I told y'all was running around worried about the Georgia Guidestones. You was worried about chemtrails. You worried about everything else. But you'll see them numbers been increasing of death through every which way, right in your face. And remember, this is just from 2019 to 2020. It is not 2021 or 2022. Numbers are adding up and people are being exterminated, just like roaches. But they not doing nothing to nobody. People are doing it to themselves, making themselves a number. So that's what it is. The CDC gave that report yesterday that firearm homicides have increased 21%, the highest in 25 years. Since the 90s, black boys have been dying at a mass rate more than white boys. That's what they said. They playing a race game. That's what they said. All right. So just so happened, we know guns don't have no name. Bullets had no name. Bullets don't have no name. But just so happened, most of them bullets have taken out a lot of black boys. So that's what it is. Those are black boys that will not be having kids later on in life because they're gone. So the elders got taken out by the sickness. The youth got taken out by the gunfire. And everybody in between, they was on drugs. That's the overdose epidemic. But the CDC gave you all the numbers. So what's really going on? I don't know. Anyway, that's what they said. Also, moving right along. VIVICAFOX came out speaking on Mr. KevinSamuels. Salute to the chat. Grown man talking the building. Queen of Detroit, D. Malley. Carla, what's up? I'm getting to it right now. All right, VIVICAFOX came out. Now VIVICAFOX got a show. Y'all know I told y'all they ain't gonna be getting no Hollywood roles like that. So now she got her little thing called Cocktails with Queens. Something like Round Table Talk. All of them on social media now. They used to be in Hollywood. They used to get major deals. Now they doing the same thing we doing. You did? Because for those that don't know, all social media platforms can be monetized now, right? Instagram is monetized. Facebook monetized. TikTok monetized. Everything is monetized. So now you see the celebrities trying to profit off monetization on social media platforms. So VIVICAFOX came out and she said that KevinSamuels' death was karma. She said this on her episode of Cocktails with Queens. She said this man was a hypocrite in my honest opinion, he really was a hypocrite. I don't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis, and I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about karma. Basically, she was saying, teach people a lesson about the karma that you put in this world. She said this was karma that happened to KevinSamuels. How many of y'all agree with that? Now, like I said, I'm not going to go that far and say that was karma, because this man speaking on black women and dying, that's two different, that's kind of deep, you dig? But I look at it like this. When he was talking about black women, he was talking about a specific type of black woman. But I'm not going to go there anyway. You dig? What's up, Melly Mel? I'm going to say that she went a little too far, but I understand what she's saying. But my thing is this: if you don't have facts of how he actually died, to say that was karma, that's a deep statement, because a man can have a right to his own opinion. And a lot of people was celebrating KevinSamuels' death. I spoke on a report of his financial situation, and I had people coming at my neck in the comment section. You dig? People love that man. But it also shows you how people be falling in love with people they don't even know. Like I said, if his family go hard, like if his family tried to check me in the comment section of something I said or they wasn't feeling, I respect that. But I'm not respecting no spectator trying to go hard for somebody they don't even know. All I'm going to do, like I said, when you leave a comment about something I said about a certain person, all I'm going to do is laugh at you. Especially if you sound weird, like a weirdo, I'm going to laugh at you. I ain't going to be mad. I'm going to laugh at you. Because you don't even know these people. You be going hard for them. So when I was speaking on certain things with KevinSamuels' financial situation, mind you, I say alleged, people get mad. I did the Michael Jackson episode the other day. Did he do it or not? Some people got mad. Some people came on my neck, but I can take that. It's all good. But it just let me know where some of y'all stand. Either way, that's your opinion. So VIVICAFOX, in her opinion, she said that KevinSamuels' death was karma. Do y'all feel like she went too far? Do you feel like she's telling the truth? But she said this man was a hypocrite, because we know it was said that allegedly he was dating a particular woman and he had a heart attack and died. And we heard many allegations on, you know, this, that, and the third, which I'm not going to repeat. But the woman came out the other day and said she's a six-figure woman, and she basically was saying she ain't no prostitute and she ain't do nothing to that man. So either way, it's spectacles, and VIVICAFOX found a way to slide into it and promote her show and try to get her show lifting and popping. But I don't have nothing against VIVICAFOX. But she said this was karma. But I do understand now. I will say this. If KevinSamuels really was trying to bash black women and get paid off bashing black women, and then turn around with a Caucasian woman, that is a hypocrite and that is foul. But I have no proof. I don't know this man. I don't know where he stands. And I can't be a hypocrite because I never watched him. I seen clips of him, but I never watched him because I'm a man. I don't need to watch another man. I'm talking about what he's talking about. I don't need no game from him. I don't need to understand nothing about a woman from him. But for some people that might have felt like that, you know, to each his own. You watch who you watch. I'm just saying I never watched him. You did? But I know what he was doing. And I knew the reason why I knew about KevinSamuels, because I did know a lot of women was getting pissed. And I did see that boy Avion Crockett a while ago, the comedian. He was clowning him. He was joking, acting like he was KevinSamuels, and that's really how I started. I peeped him, you know what I'm saying? When I see the comedian joking on him. But anyway, a lot of people hated his guts. A lot of women hated his guts. And people was actually celebrating that man's death. So VIVICAFOX said that man's death was karma. Hurry up and die. What up, bro? Now, some people believe in karma. Some people don't. But can we say that a man speaking on women, because he was talking about a certain type of woman, we got to clear that up too. From what I understand, he was talking about a certain type of woman. He wasn't talking about all black women. But either way, can we say what he was talking about was it worth his death? But we also do know when you live the life of a hypocrite, you do subject yourself to death. That's just a fact. And I do understand karma. Energy you put out is the energy that come back to you. But I didn't hear this man put no death on black women. So for her to say his death was karma, that's going a little bit too far. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that alone. But that's what VIVICAFOX said. She said that KevinSamuels' death was karma, and he was a hypocrite. So basically, she was saying that's what he get. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We can't be mad about his opinion. That's a fact. Everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion. And we understand we got good men. We got good women. We got bad men. We got bad women. So maybe KevinSamuels was talking about bad women. Maybe he was bashing a woman like this. See, we ain't never look at it like that. She's a black woman. Oh, she's a perfect black woman because she black. This the same mother that sold her daughter to a nigga that was 47 years old. Sold her 13-year-old daughter to a 4. You get it? So is this a good black woman? Let's look at it. Maybe KevinSamuels was talking about women like her. You see? Because remember, a person can talk all day. That's what it's saying. Come if it don't apply, let it fly. A hit dog will always holler. Maybe some people that got mad was the type of woman he was talking. So you got to understand, a person can talk all day, but if you know that's not who you are, why you going to get mad? You got to understand these things. Because they say that what? They say black people are the most emotional people on the planet, the most emotionalist people on the planet. Basically, black people always in their feelings. That's what they say around the world. We are the most people always in our feelings. And we ain't got it really. We not strong with facts and information and knowledge. We don't go hard for that. We go hard for our feelings. That's what they say about us. So was KevinSamuels talking about women like this? That's the question. Because we know it's good black women, a whole lot. And we know it's a percentage of foul black women. So which one was he talking about? That's the question. So for me to say that man was worth, you know, what he spoke on was worth him dying, that's, like I said, that's too far. That's a little bit too far for me. Now, if that man was out here hurting black women physically, that's a different topic. Then you could say that's karma. But a lot of people love KevinSamuels, what I'm learning. And I had people come at my neck in the inbox, and I ain't do nothing but report stories about his money. Some people loved him. Some people hate him. That's what made him controversial. That's how the game works. Everybody's not going to agree. All right? But VIVICAFOX said that man's death was karma. So what y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Episode 171. We back. We in here. That's what she said. All right? On a lighter note of things, on some good news, Dr. Dre donated $10 million to Compton High School. A high school campus that's going to be worth $200 million for the kids in Compton. And they're going to have a performing arts center. And they're going to call it the Dr. Dre Young Performing Arts Center. And like I said, a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's just a tax write-off. We know that. We understand that. But at the end of the day, it's still a power move and it's positive. Because at least that man gave $10 million to the high school of his city. How many people can we count on one hand that did that? Did Jay-Z do that? Did Puffy do that? Who else did it? And Dr. Dre will forever have his name on a high school. And the Performing Arts Center. So they're probably going to be teaching these kids how to play music, things of that nature. So I'm going to salute Dr. Dre for giving $10 million to the high school because it is going to help kids. It's going to help them. You know, they can have the best equipment. They can have some of the best teachers. I'm going to salute him for that. And we know, you know what I'm saying? We know we always taught to focus on the negative. But sometimes when a person do good work, we got to still salute them. That's a fact, Wax. Vivica ain't been the same since 50 smashed and dashed. She got a grudge. She hate black men. I know she do. She said, Rodell said, Viv got us black women looking all types of bitter. Yeah. If it don't apply, don't let it fly. You know what I'm saying? I know the woman that's on their grizzly, they ain't care about what KevinSamuels say. But a woman that's very low, they was getting pissed with that man. Vivica face don't even move. How the fuck she fix her face to say that? Exactly. See? Women speaking against Vivica right now. See? So, when you speak on somebody death being karma, that's a bold statement. That's a very bold statement. You got to watch what you say. Now, Vivica, you got to watch what you say. Well, it might come back to you now. But you speaking on people's death. See? That's why it's called let people rest in peace. Now, you could have said you didn't agree with that man, but it just so happened, VIVICAFOX, you speaking on the dead, trying to promote your show. And VIVICAFOX got a fake-ass red table talk. If you ask me, called Cocktails with Queens. And I told you, she's another one that was on a lot of New Line Cinema films under Harvey Weinstein. And I told you, since that man been in jail, your favorite celebrities, they don't get no movie roles. Hollywood really shut down. They got to get a Netflix deal, or they got to get on the TV show. And some of them got low as even doing commercials. Their bag is slowed up a whole lot. That's why you'll see Harvey Weinstein went down right during the pandemic. Me Too movement started right before the pandemic. Survivor R. Kelly, sex trafficking, or who else went down before the pandemic? Jeffrey Epstein, all of them rich elite had to go down in the pandemic too. The pandemic wasn't just for the poor, it was for the rich too, to put their ass in place because they got out of pocket. So the rich had to be spanked too. Sit your ass down. And we started seeing celebrities with gray hairs and messed up faces. We started seeing their true form because they had to be sat down too. Everything had to be broke down and rebuilt. So that's why you see VIVICAFOX trying to get her show popping on social media, just like the rest of us, because she ain't getting no more big roles. She also been doing a lot of underground movies. A lot of them been doing underground roles because they got to pay their bills. So now they're on social media and they'll say anything. So we could say that VIVICAFOX was trying to get clout off the death of KevinSamuels for her show. We could say that. So it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the world we living in. I told you when you die, you just gonna be a trending topic. That's it. You heard? That's right. Lisa Ray doing it too. Because forever and ever to the day we all leave this earth, her biggest movie is going to be Players Club. She will never top that. When we see Lisa Ray, what's her name? Diamond. She will forever be Diamond. When we see VIVICAFOX, she will forever be Set It Off. I don't care how many movies she did. Set It Off. You get it? Jada Pinkett, no matter how many movies she do, Set It Off. Because they put them in a box a long time ago. And all of the movies was under Weinstein. Most of the movies, they was all under Weinstein. He was giving out he was the one put at the head of Hollywood to make black people stars in Hollywood. He used a lot of them to play dirty ass roles. That's what he did. So it is what it is. Now you see Harvey Weinstein locked up. Black Hollywood, no more money. Why you think Angela Bassett even on TV? 911. She'll never get a big role. But I bet you Angelina Jolie and them will still get big roles. I bet you, you see what I'm saying? All they people gonna still get big roles. But Black Hollywood, it's over. Take it how you want to take it. What else? That's what she said, man. Also, we forgot about something too. Now, hold on, let me talk about this dude again, man. Now, Diddy came out and he is demanding that Travis Scott should be able to perform at the Billboard Music Awards. Now, we're going to peep this out real quick. I'm not going to stay here long. Diddy, now we know what Travis Scott did at that concert. We know at that concert, people got trampled, burnt, smoke inhalation. We know about 10 people died. And guess what? Mostly all of them was young teenagers that died. College students. Travis Scott has not given no real form of of real pain and suffering that he apologizes. This nigga been still trying to perform. And Diddy co-signing him performing, he went out of his way to talk to the Billboard Music Award to get Travis Scott to perform. But the key thing we have to remember, Diddy gave a celebrity basketball tournament years ago, and a lot of people at his concert, or should I say his celebrity basketball game, got trampled and died. I was a young teenager when it happened, so I remember. Right after that, nigga came out with Bad Boy Records. A couple years right after that. But that was the thing that made Puffy name trending back in the day. That's when everybody knew. After that celebrity game where all them people got trampled and died, that's when a lot of us really knew who Puffy was. We really heard his name. We heard it. He was in videos. He was around. But that's when we really started focusing on Puffy, when them people got trampled and died at his basketball game. So by him coming out, speaking up for Travis Scott at his concert, people died, got trampled, got flamed, and smoke inhalation. I understand why P. Diddy is co-signing Travis Scott. I understand. I told you, they tell on themselves every time. So it is what it is. People died at the event. Puffy don't feel no compassion for the people that died. Them teenagers that died at Travis Scott concert. He didn't speak up for the victims. He's speaking up for Travis Scott. So there you have it. That's what Diddy stands. That's who he is. And I ain't going to stay on him. I'm not going to stay on him neither, because he's going to always find a way to keep his name out there too. It is what it is, Diddy. All right? People always going to show you who they are. And maybe P. Diddy wants Travis Scott to party with him. So it is what it is. I'm going to do a recap. Let's go back to the drawing board for those that just pulled up. J.PRINCE came out and spoke about WACK 100. He said that nigga will kiss a rat in the mouth, and he's capable of anything. J.PRINCE says WACK is working against him when it comes to his fight for Larry Hoover's freedom. He said that WACK 100 is trying to undermine him in his attempts to try to get Larry Hoover home. Said he's working against he said WACK is working against Larry Hoover's family and Larry Hoover and J.PRINCE, trying to undermine what they're trying to do, and that's what? Bringing Larry Hoover home. And not only did he say that WACK 100 is working against the grain, he's also trying to monetize off Larry Hoover's name. He said WACK is a lying ass nigga. And a lot of y'all already know WACK is a liar. You know he's a cap artist. You caught him in a lot of lies. You caught him in fraud behavior. And I still did not hear nobody come at that man. Or I ain't gonna say come at him. We still did not hear him explain what is he doing with that police officer outfit looking like a young cop. Like, he didn't even say, he ain't say when I was young, my family made me be an officer, I got older, I ain't want to be a cop no more. He ain't say that. He act like that stuff never happened, and he just put everything on Pyru. This is the same man that said East Coast gangbangers are frauds. He said he don't respect East Coast people, but everybody from East Coast ran his platform. I'm not going to go into that. If you ain't hear that, you take it to the beginning. I wouldn't know. I'm not going into all of that again. But the point I'm making, J.PRINCE said out his own mouth, J.PRINCE, the last OG standing, that tried to start a distribution company with Suge Knight and Irv Gotti back in the day, around 2005, 06, 07, around that time. When they got tired of dealing with the white executives, they got their money up. They said, we're going to start our own distribution company to put on rappers in the game. And what happened? All of them got raided by the feds. And they had to dismantle. Suge Knight went to jail. Irv Gotti, his brother, Chris Gotti, they was in court fighting for their life. And J.PRINCE had the feds on his head, running through his offices. So when J.PRINCE come out and say that WACK 100 is working against him, we have to pay attention to that. Because J.PRINCE don't pop out and just start capping and running his mouth. He only speak out when it's time to speak. And the number one thing he said the only truth that WACK 100 said is that he don't fuck with him. That J.PRINCE said he don't fuck with WACK. He said that's the only thing that was 100 that WACK said out his mouth, because he don't rock with WACK. And J.PRINCE said that that nigga will kiss a rat in the mouth, and he's working against him, trying to get Larry Hoover home. That's why, for y'all, all y'all that be on Clubhouse, now y'all understand why he's been going so hard, dissing Larry Hoover, dissing the GDs, aka the Gangster Disciples, aka Growth and Development. He's been going against the grain because a lot of people know that Larry Hoover has heavy influence. He is actually one of the last leaders that are still alive that will fight for his people, definitely for Chicago. And guess what? The government does not want him to come home for whatever reason. But J.PRINCE is also saying WACK 100 don't want him to come home. So who does WACK 100 work for? That's the $1 million question. It is what it is. That's what J.PRINCE said. So y'all get mad at J.PRINCE. Don't get mad at me. Because y'all swore up and down that WACK 100 was your daddy, or your OG, your big homie, your uncle. You niggas is looking for validation through that man. And that's your business. And salute to the people that did do business with WACK and got somewhere. Salute to y'all. Salute to the civilians, the ones that's, you know, just was trying to push their brand and, you know, do something good for themselves. Salute to y'all. I'm talking to the ones that claim to be gangster, the ones that talk that talk, how everybody is a snitch. Y'all had all these paperwork parties, but nobody did a paperwork party on WACK 100. And nobody was man enough or had the balls enough to ask WACK 100, what was he doing with that police uniform? So it is what it is. Y'all got it, Rick Ross. Y'all got it. Y'all got on 6ix9ine head. And then when WACK 100 sat down with 6ix9ine, he showed you and told you who he was. He showed you. He ain't hide it. So I can't not WACK. He ain't hide nothing. Everything WACK did, he did in the nigga's face. So I ain't mad at WACK 100. Don't get it twisted. I ain't mad at him. I don't got nothing against that man. I don't rock with him. But he did everything in y'all face. And when y'all accepted it, that's when he felt like a lot of y'all was suckers, because y'all ain't even try to challenge that man. And guess what? Not only did you not challenge him, you ran up under him, and your favorite words was, yo, WACK. So if you was the type saying, yo, WACK, WACK, WACK. I'm talking to you, nigga. You should have checked him. But now a lot of y'all ran off a Clubhouse, because guess what? He ran y'all ass off. After he had his way with a lot of y'all, was making his money and doing what he was doing, he flipped. Because that's what they do. They flipped. He flipped on the niggas that was real, allegedly, and co-signed 6ix9ine. And y'all know what 6ix9ine did. A lot of y'all was bashing 6ix9ine, dissing him. When 6ix9ine came home, y'all was his friend again. So who's the hypocrite? Who's the real nigga? Who's the real nigga? Anybody can bust a gun. Anybody can go to jail, but does that make you real? No. What makes you real is when you stand on what's solid. Even if you got to die by what you believe in, you stand on it. But that's what J.PRINCE doing. He said WACK is a fraud. He kissed rats in the mouth, and he's trying to undermine Larry Hoover coming home. So who the hell is WACK? WACK dissed Nipsey Hussle on purpose. He dissed Tupac. He disrespect Larry Hoover. He disrespect the whole East Coast. And who's the main ones over there? All right. And in my opinion, that smoke with him and Big U is fake. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. It's two left shoes. But in my opinion, them niggas be having conversations behind the scenes, laughing. We tricked them niggas again. They stupid. That's my point. All right? So like I said, niggas take how they want to take it. It is what it is. Somebody got to say it. No, everybody got a voice, but y'all use y'all voice for what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time y'all just use y'all voice for everything else but what's real. That's what I understand. Y'all pick and choose. If you the voice, be the voice for everything that's real, not just what you feel like is best for you. No, be real about everything. If you a gunner, you gun. If you a shooter, you shoot. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said a lot of y'all could have got y'all clout off of WACK if y'all did it the right way. But kissing his ass was not going to get you nowhere. So I'm going to ask y'all again, for everybody that ran a Clubhouse, Everybody that was over there, how did it benefit you today? How much money is it put in your pocket since you've been over there? How much did it uplift your brand since you've been? I'm talking about since you've been up in that nigga room. I ain't talking about the people that just been on Clubhouse. I'm talking about the people that made it a living to go up in that nigga room. What did it do for you? Or was you just over there gossiping? Was you just over there trying to be cool? Was you over there trying to make yourself look like you was official? What did it do for you? It looked like to me for a lot of people it backfired on their ass because that's how it was set up to be. It was a trap. It was a club of niggas telling, sitting in the house. It was a club of niggas gossiping, talking about street people, street activity, crimes, criminal behavior, a bunch of niggas sitting in the house running their mouth. That's why I look at it. Take it how you want to take it. I don't care. And police walk around with billy clubs. So it is what it is. But y'all real niggas. No, J.PRINCE is a real nigga. He's a real OG. And he's rich. And he still ain't sell out and compromise himself to co-sign rats. So what that tell you? Exactly. Clubhouse, nothing but a wiretap program. How about that? It's a wiretap program. That's it. A wiretap program that you indulge in at your own free risk, your own free will. So that's on y'all. Don't get mad at me. Because y'all was over there the whole winter. Now, a lot of y'all ran from that shit. And some of y'all got ran off. So stop playing. Let's just be real. Hopefully you learned the lesson. Don't sell out no more. That's all I'm saying. Who gonna stand up for what's right in the last day? Who gonna do it? Who cares anyway? I don't care what y'all niggas do. I don't care at all, man. Anyway, man, that's what J.PRINCE had to say about Mr. WACK 100. I told you he is whack and the nigga's not 100. He's a bozo. All right? And I said it. Because I ain't got to lie. I ain't got to front. Niggas say they love Tupac. Let that man diss Tupac. Man got on a platform, said he got a tape on Nipsey Hussle that you never seen or heard. That man could have been straight freestyling. Niggas believe that shit. Niggas believe whatever they hear. Man, all I gotta do is tell you I got something, niggas gonna believe it. He told you he had a tape, you ain't hear it, you ain't see it, and your niggas went off that and gave him a pass. Disrespected the dead. And remember, he only disses people that can't defend themselves. He disses niggas that got life in jail. He disses niggas that's dead. What part y'all don't understand? He's not going to go hard on somebody that'll put hands and feet on him. And that beef with him and Big U is a front, for my opinion. Because we know one thing. Oh, Big U allegedly wasn't getting along with Nip. Allegedly, we see WACK 100 got something against Nip. Oh, they got something in common. So maybe behind the scenes, they cool. Because what I heard, the reason why they fell out was it sounded like some fake ass information to me. Talking about, oh, Big U went behind his back and tried to get a deal. Man, that ain't no real beef. That's fake. That's nothing. Niggas do that every day. But y'all niggas went for it. And you always go for it. Because you go for anything. And you don't stand for nothing. So that's why they play on niggas. They play on niggas' mind like a pimp plays on a hoe's mind. That's what WACK 100 does to niggas. All right? It is what it is. So is it really a Nipsey Hussle tape or was the nigga just freestyling? Go and sit here and say they got Nipsey Hussle dealing in rainbow activity. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Then disrespected Tupac crazy. Maybe when Tupac was alive, he wasn't even smelling that nigga. Maybe when Nipsey was alive, he wasn't even smelling WACK like that. He ain't rock with that man. Now you got a grudge, you mad, you want to bash them while they dead. Always disrespecting the dead. That's when you know a clown and a coward. Anyway, man, that's enough of that dude. I'm tired of talking about lame niggas. All right, he done. I told you about this piece of shit mother that sold her daughter, 13 years old, to a 47-year-old man. I told you about her. All right? This woman got 30 years in jail, and that's good for her ass. She sold her daughter to a 47-year-old man, and they got married. Allegedly, you know, they try to use religion as a shield on why they got married. They got married for religious beliefs. For those that don't know, it is certain religions that promote you can have a 13-year-old wife. And I'm not going to say it. You got to do your own research. And you'll see most of the people that claim this religion, a lot of them are foul. Not all of them. Some of them do clean their ways, but a lot of them are very, 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 very foul. But anyway, this woman sold her daughter out, 13 years old. What woman, look, let's think. I'm pretty sure none of y'all ever heard nothing like this in your life. But little do we know, this stuff goes on for real. And this is the woman from Precious. We seen how Precious grew up. Well, this woman was trying to live that movie out because in her mind, she was Monique. But not only did she sell her daughter to an older man, they also said that she violated and sexually abused her own child. But the point is, the mother and the husband went with the young girl to the hospital, or should I say the doctor. The doctor realized something wasn't right with the child. And then the mother had the nerve to come out her mouth to the doctor and say that her daughter is married to the man that's standing right here. And she consented in the marriage. So therefore, CPS ran down and her stupid ass got locked up. She's facing 30 years. The young girl was married for a whole year, but now she has adoptive parents. And they say that she has a new family now and they're going hard for her. And they're supporting this young woman now to the fullest. But just an example, how I told y'all how some of y'all parents sold you out and they'll sell your ass out. Like I said earlier, the same way some mothers allowed their son to sell drugs, criminal activities, and then their mother helped them spend the money. So I understand what it is. But my point is, they said in the last days, this is what you're going to see. Mothers against daughters, fathers against sons. You're going to see people that accept everything backwards. They're going to take light for darkness, darkness for light, up for down, down for up. That's why everybody's confused with opinion, but don't even know nothing from nothing. They don't know their ass from their head. You get it? That's the world we in. So it is what it is. And it's the most foulest thing I ever heard in recent modern day times. I didn't think somebody would get this low. But the mother sold her child out because what they say, people do anything for a couple dollars. She sold her daughter to a 47-year-old man when she's supposed to be a protector and nurturer. So like I said earlier, when KevinSamuels was speaking on certain black women, maybe this is the type of black woman he was talking about. So a lot of y'all shouldn't be mad. If you're not as foul as her, you shouldn't be mad. So it is what it is. Everybody that's black ain't my brother, ain't my sister. But y'all think everybody black is your family. You don't understand. You got demons with black skin. You got demons with all color skins. A demon is a demon. And this low down dirty whore right here, she's a demon. All right? And they don't get it wrong. Don't get it messed up. It's also part of the campaign of promoting worldwide that the black woman is filthy, that she's nothing but trash and wicked. This is part of the agenda. That's what you're going to see on Housewives of Atlanta. That's what you're going to see on Love and Hip Hop. They got shows called Love and Marriage, Marriage Boot. All these shows portray black women as pieces of nothing. And this woman is the poster child. You got to understand what's going on. Worldwide, they've been making black women look like pieces of doo-doo. It's called dehumanization. It's called propaganda. Because they know that a nation cannot rise higher than a woman. That's why I told you, once they pillage the land, look, they kill a man, slander, and rape the woman. No, they killed the man and raped the woman, but now I just gave a report on on the highest rate of black men dying in the country is 10 to 24. So we see black men dying, being killed, and we see black women being pillaged. Not only are they getting raped in the street, they're getting slaughtered on every social media, every outlet in the world. They're being slandered, destroyed. So we are watching the virtual destruction of a race once again. That's what's going on. I just told you how the CDC said that the most black, think about it, in 25 years, this is the most blacks that died. Do you know how many people was dying in the 90s? In the crack era? The gang banging? Well, they just told you that more blacks have died now than 25 years ago. And they said that it's happened in every demographic. That's why I don't care where you from in this chat. Whatever state, what city you from, listening to this, I bet you for a fact crime has been going up in your neighborhood on the news. The biggest agenda was crime, death, black kids killing and drilling, because it was part of the extermination program. The same way all those ghost guns popped up out of nowhere in the pandemic. Man, this is called quiet weapons for secret wars. That's what this is called. Quiet weapons for secret wars. It's called the annihilation and the extermination of a particular people. Back in the days, they just did it outright and just chop you up. Now they doing it. They killing you in the court of public opinion. So around the world, nobody cares. That's what I told you. So when you see somebody like Larry Hoover that cares about his people and want to come home and help, then you understand why people like WACK 100 don't want him to come home. Then you see why, even though Young Thug was a rich dude, allegedly, he's facing 500 years. Because let's give Young Thug the pass. Let's say even the money he gave those dudes to come up in the hood, they took that money and put it into drugs and committed crimes, and now Young Thug getting the blame. Let's say Young Thug really was trying to help people. We do know for a fact Young Thug did help, melanated people get out of Ukraine. When the war popped off and it got nasty, Young Thug actually helped people get out of Ukraine that couldn't get out. He did do that. He did give money back to his hood. It's just that the niggas from his hood just so happened to take that money and deal with street activity. But he's getting the blame, period. He's facing 500 years, and Gunna is facing 150 years. And my point, like I said earlier, YFNLUCCI goes to court tomorrow. They are saying that Young Thug gave the green light for the hitters in jail to allegedly murder YFNLUCCI. So it's no coincidence why they got indicted right before YFNLUCCI go to court, and he's facing life. So we seen people touch the millions, and all they did was touch that millions to end up right in jail like a regular nigga. Because every now and then they got to show you, no matter how much money you get, you still gonna get spanked. You become a nobody overnight. You can become a success overnight in America, and overnight you can become a nobody. That's the game. So that's why they say my people shall suffer from a lack of knowledge, because you got everything, but you still ain't got no knowledge in your head. That's why you always fall off the edge. I don't got to repeat it. But they show you every day, constantly, that's what it is. Salute to the chat. I touched on everything. If you didn't catch it, you rewind. I touched on everything that needed to be touched on. And once again, VIVICAFOX said that the death of KevinSamuels was his karma. That's what she said. And she said that he was a hypocrite. Basically, she's trying to say he got what he deserved for speaking on African-American women. It is what it is. And just so happened, she got a show called Cocktails with Queens, which in my opinion is a fake-ass Red Table Talk. So let's look at that. VIVICAFOX, Jada Pinkett, and set it off. VIVICAFOX, Jada Pinkett on social media with TV shows or shows. Same thing, same people. See the games they play? Now you starting to get an idea how it go. Next, the other two, next Queen Latifah gonna be online with the show too. And then the other one from Set It Off too, all of them. It's crazy. Anyway, salute to the chat. I'm about to run through it and I'm about to get out of here. We had a good show today. I broke down some things in my opinion. All alleged information. That's right, Juice. Knowledge is power, but they don't see that. Knowledge is power, and power is the truth. Once you know the truth, you got the power. Period. That's it. Miss Deja, what's up? Good morning. If God ain't in it, you ain't winning. That's a fact. People still think they can buy their way into heaven. They still think they can buy their way into the lavish life on a planet. It's not going to get you nowhere. Because no matter how much money you get, to certain people, you just a nigga with money. That's it. And every now and then they're going to spank you to remind you who you are in their eyes. That's just what it is. For my people that love to talk about race. Ain't nobody watching that VIVICAFOX show. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's been out for a little while. T. Love Jones, what's good? Peace and blessings. Salute to everybody that's pulled up for the first time that got a chance to make the live. For those that don't know, I go live from 7 to 9 or whatever every day, Monday through Friday. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, you have to hit all notifications. You don't just hit the notification bell. It got to say all notifications. That's why some of y'all don't get the notification. All notifications. Also, you can share it. You can share these videos on whatever platform you want to share them on. The real gonna stick together. The fake shall perish. That's it. Other than that, man, I'm gonna still run through here. As the world turns. That's right, Daniel Walker. As the world turns. Life is a drama. Life is a TV show right now. Life is a movie. That's what it is. You watching a damn movie. That's it. You know what I'm saying? There you go. They claim they hate Hitler and the Third Reich so much, but they say they stay taking pages out their playbook. See, you said it. I ain't say it, but you said it. That's exactly the playbook. All you got to do, study what happened over there. They're using the same formula right now. I'm going to say it this one last time. The main thing that man did was dehumanize a particular people. He campaigned in the media. He campaigned on every platform to destroy these people's character. And by the time everybody looked up, he was slaughtering these same people. And nobody came to help him until it was too late. So when Rondell say this is a play out of a particular playbook, that's what it is. It's just that people didn't read. They didn't understand the playbook. They don't understand why they keep calling Putin a particular individual. They keep comparing Putin to one individual, but nobody ain't understanding why. They don't understand why. Just like a lot of y'all don't believe in magic. You don't believe in certain things. Therefore, everything you don't believe in will be used against you. A lot of y'all have religious beliefs, but a lot of y'all don't know. So sometimes we fall a victim to stuff we believe in because we don't know. But the people that run the world, they know. They don't believe in nothing. They don't just deal with belief. Yeah, they have beliefs, but they run the world off knowledge and facts. And that's why a lot of y'all can't comprehend what's going on, period. Episode 171. Salute Wax Dog in the building. Salute Hurry Up and Die 187. Salute to the bros and the sister kings and the queens. The official Bossiana. What's up? You know I'm going to talk to him because that's what I do. We're going to keep it real. We pull up. We're going to come together. We're going to be on the same frequency. And then we're going to go ahead with our life. We're going to go on with our day. That's what we do. We see what's going on. But guess what? It ain't our job to try to wake people up. People got to wake themselves up. Same way you woke up this morning. A lot of y'all know for a fact y'all woke up without an alarm clock. You woke up. Man, the same way everybody got to wake up. Those that don't wake up, man, that's good for them, man. They're going to crash. It is what it is. We done with it. All right? So I spoke on WACK 100, how J.PRINCE said he kissed rats in the mouth. And he's trying to stop Larry Hoover from coming home. So I want to know what y'all think about that. I want to know where y'all stand with that one. I spoke on how Young Thug is facing 500 years. And his lawyer out here freestyling, talking about he's going to fight with every ounce of blood. Man, you know for a fact you're going to book Young Buck. You're going to take a lot of money for that nigga, and you ain't going to get him home. I know that for a fact because that's what some of these lawyers do. They'll pick up a case they know they ain't going to beat, and just to get that money. Now, you might get some of them charges dropped, but you ain't get Young Thug home off this one. Because guess what? They've been watching Young Thug since 2013. So you can imagine how much stuff they got on him. You can imagine how many people told on him and wrote statements. That's why I'm saying I know for a fact he ain't coming home. Because I know they got a whole lot of statements on him. That's what it is. And like I say, how y'all feel about KevinSamuels? Was he, did he deserve to die from what he was saying? Was that part of his karma, like Vivica say? How y'all feel about that? Either way, this was going on in the world. Everything but nonsense. And yes, they said again today, gas went up some more. It went up yesterday. It went up some more today. Every day, gas going up, inflation going up, real reality going on. I've seen some of the latest topics that's really, really going on in the world, like how the power grids. They already told you electricity going up. They got to do with the power grids. So they basically was giving codes and riddles that it's going to be major blackouts coming soon and high-ass electric bills where everybody out here playing. One day, God forbid, we wake up, we ain't going to be able to come online because we ain't going to have, our Wi-Fi ain't going to work. Niggas ain't going to be able to charge their phone. And they blame all of this on the conflict in Ukraine. They say everything that's going on over there is affecting us over here because we get a lot of our oil from over there. We get a lot of our products. And you got to remember when there's certain war and certain people are beefing, we already heard about certain factories shutting down. A lot of things not going to touch the water. A lot of commerce is not going to move. And it also affects the stock market. That's the real world. So while we being fed all this nonsense, keep your eye on what's really going on in the world. That what? If gas go up to $7, if your electric bill go up to $1,000 a month, I'm being extra, but I'm just saying, if these things happen, you already know what time it is. You might as well kiss certain things goodbye. On top of everything that's happening, the CDC, the ones that told you about the C19 numbers, they told you the overdose was 100,000 plus. They said that was on black people. They said the most black people died from COVID. They also now telling you that the most black people have died from gun violence. More people from the hood, black people, brown people, people from the hood have died more times than 25 years ago. The most ever in history. And for my people that know about back in the day, niggas had Uzis. Niggas had all type of gun. It was so many crack wars. It was so many gang wars. But now they saying that more blacks have died in the past 2 years than back in the day. So you do the math on that. And you see what's going on. And we still we don't know the real numbers. That's just what they're telling us. So, but I know one thing. I know when you go outside in your hood, you don't see nobody outside like that no more. And we ain't count how many people that's locked up. I know for a fact, when you come outside, you do not see the people in the hood that used to be outside. You know, some people neighborhood now looking like ghost towns because a lot of people are MIA. That's what it is. A lot of people are missing. They're gone. Finish. Take it how you want to take it. And guess what? The way they got it set up, it's going to be more people gone. That's why I said a lot of people ain't going to make it. So salute yourself and pat yourself on the back that you woke up today, that you see what's going on, and you know how to avoid the nonsense. Those are the ones y'all gonna be all right. So don't get worried, don't get depressed. The ones that see it, y'all straight. For y'all that's blind, y'all falling off the edge. And what Hitler do? He put a lot of people in a ditch. Mass graves. What's happening to the people? They getting put in mass graves. That's why I said a lot of y'all just gonna be in ditches. Because y'all all look, when you fall off the edge, you go in a ditch. If you don't know the ledge, you're gonna fall off the edge. So being that a lot of y'all are stupid, you're gonna fall off the edge and you're gonna be in a ditch. Same way they did back in the day. Niggas in a mass grave, which is known as a ditch. That's it. I ain't beating a dead horse. I'm just saying. These topics keep coming up, so I'm speaking about it and I'm putting it together. Other than that, I'm finished. Thank y'all for pulling up. Episode 171. We did it again. Fun or Fame Live. You already know I pull up top of the top. Salute to all my people that support. Y'all already know we family. And that's what it is. The saga continues. And I'm out.